What's going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 191 of Lured Up. Adam, I know you did such a great job last week.
Yeah, I tried my hardest.
We take this game seriously. We do not take ourselves seriously. But Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network. Today is Tuesday, August 17th, 2021. I'm your host, Ken Pescator. That other voice is Adam Tuttle.
Hey,
what up,
everyone.
Yo? Hi. What's going on, man?
What's going on? There's not much going on.
Adam's
That's
like,
what's
there's not
going
much
on.
going on. I go, dude, we might have a shorter show. There's not much going on in the game. He goes, not much going on in the world.
Well, there is stuff going on in the world that's heartbreaking, but this isn't that show.
No.
This isn't a news podcast.
But Adam, you're not sick. I was like, Adam, your voice, are you sick? He goes, no, I inhaled a pound of sawdust.
Yeah, so I essentially I cut out the window, but we put the board across it, but I just cut out the rectangle where the window's supposed to be, because it's just been dark and I needed light in there, and it was so nice to have the sun shine through there. So I was like, I can see in my bathroom again. It'll look fine once I get the trim and everything on there, but it was just it was a nightmare, because all the tools I have, they all do a decent job, but none of them cut in a perfectly straight line.
They all blow the dust right back into your face.
Yes.
Oh, man. I used to do carpentry, dude. So, yes, I understand. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I wear a mask every day, and here I am, trying to do stuff that I should be definitely wearing a mask, and I'm just like, they're in my car. I don't need one.
Oh,
I'm good.
Jeez. All right. Well, like I just mentioned, there really isn't a lot going on in the game. We're in that weird period that we're all just waiting for September 1st, but we do have some stuff going on, and we'll discuss the wrap up of Ultra Unlocked 2, just wrapped up as of an hour or two ago. We also had Community Day, Eevee Weekend, whatever you want to call it. So I want to hear how that went for you, Adam. And we're going to get you prepped for Ultra Unlocked 3, which actually looks pretty awesome. And we're going to do a Zacian raid guide and battle party. And then we'll just kind of end the show. I want to talk about our upcoming meeting that we're doing with Niantic, and the fact that, we're doing our best to get organized and prepared and bring a lot to the table. So I don't know. I just want to shoot the shit with you, man, and brainstorm some ideas and think out loud. I think that'd be cool.
All right. Sounds like a wonderful show.
All right. Well, let's talk about the Ultra Unlock 2. Like I said, it just wrapped up. It's 11 o'clock right now. So I think at 8 o'clock, right? Or was it 10 o'clock? I don't know. But either an hour or two ago. 8. So a couple hours ago. The highlights, again, we talked about it last week. Palkia in 5-star, Heracross and Kangaskhan in 3-star, Unknown in 1-star. We also had East and West Shellos, Blue and Jamaican Basculin, and we had Heatmore and Durant in the wild. I don't know if the second half or the second week of these spawns did anything for you, but I was I'm done on these spawns. I know the event's over now, but I got pretty burnt on all the Basculin, and I don't know, pretty quickly. I don't know about you.
It was nice to see Basculin in both of its forms, because I really enjoy the blue one. It's one's got sort of angry looking eyes and the other one has bright wide eyes. Well, that was my favorite catch of the event. It's just the different Basculins.
Really, I wanted the shiny Durant. So, that was one that I've been going after. I always talk this shit. I catch everything, but, I want the intent to catch the shiny Durant is there. And I have a shiny Heatmore, but, I was going for that too. The like I said last week, the opposite region, East or West Shellos, or the blue or red Basculin, that wore off really quick for me. Once I got them, I was like, all right, it's not fucking shiny. They don't give extra Stardust or anything like that. I really don't need to pursue these anymore. But the raids, Palkia, Heracross, Kangaskhan, they were good fucking raids. I think this was a good raid cycle. And I know you got the shiny Palkia early on, but are you Are you done? Like,
No, that was Dialga.
Oh, it was Dialga?
I didn't get Palkia. No.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
Oh, snap.
No, I don't think I've caught a okay, so the last shiny I got was during the Zoom call yesterday. Aside from Eevee, I got a shiny Ampharos from a Mega Raid.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious. That's so funny. I caught a wild shiny Pidgey. I was like, what? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, I got the Palkia last week, and I like I said, I spent $20 on raids last week. You know what I mean? It's like that's my limit. I'll probably do the same for Ultra Unlock 3. I'll get my Zacians in. I'll get my my Galarian stuff. We'll get there in a minute. But the game seems to be moving. It's like chugging along. There's not, even though there's like a bunch of new shit. Like when we talk about Ultra Unlock 3, there's a lot going on. I just don't know if the community is ready to like get back on the high horse yet.
I'll tell you what, I
mean?
I'm not.
Most people aren't. They're waiting for September 1st. So it's like it drags the whole fucking thing down. But like when we get to part 3 here, there's a lot of cool shit going on. So we'll have to see. But about Eevee Community Day, we had like the quote unquote bug where Umbreon and Espeon did not require being walked, so you could just make it your buddy and evolve it and get one of those for day or night. So that was really cool. We had Sylveon reduced from 70 hearts to 7 hearts, and then the regular Kanto evolutions were just the random whatever. But Adam, what was your Eevee Community Day weekend like? We had stuff that was like Friday to Monday. Like what'd you do? Did you play?
Saturday?
Did you parking lot it or
no? Honestly, it was just kind of like I hung around the house. I just did stuff and didn't really play. I'm not gonna lie. I played as much as I could on Saturday, and like aside from like going out and doing things, I ran out of balls.
Yo, you're
by
not
Sunday,
alone.
By
you're
Sunday, Sunday was just like, I think I opened the game just a couple of times, and that was just to check that the few that were around, spending time with family. It was my niece's birthday party, so I got the younger kids and everybody like kind of involved and like talking about the event, because people that haven't played picked up their phone and like played.
I hope you referred them.
I didn't refer them.
Adam could be getting free shit right now.
Yeah, but I'm barely playing, so.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You want them to play, so then you get shit. You get the prizes.
But I was explaining how there's the new TCG set. It kind of goes along with Eevee Community Day. It's getting everybody hyped on the Eevees, and it's like an awesome marketing machine. I was just telling them all about it. We're doing some trades. Got some excitement about shinies. It was cool. I didn't realize
you were preaching the good word of Arceus.
Yeah. But my brother, okay. He says to me, he's like, yeah, you need to tell somebody I'm pretty upset with this distance. I'm like, Alex, you're not alone. You're not alone.
That's great.
He's like, yeah, it really, really messes with my gameplay. And I was like, yeah, I know.
That's funny.
Coming from the ultra casual.
Yeah. Heracross, Kangaskhan, anything?
I did a few Kangaskhan, because I got invited to some. But out of all of the Heracross raids, I've seen 46, and I caught 45 of them, and not one of them was shiny.
Yikes. Wow.
All right. I thought I did 70, but, apparently just doing them all day, thinking that they're, one after the other, seems like 70, but apparently it was 46 of them.
Oh, shit. Well, I know we don't like measuring community days like success in terms of shinies, but like how many shinies did you get? And did you get the special research?
I didn't personally buy it. It was just in the account. I'm assuming Niantic gave it to me. I'm not sure if
I thought I bought mine.
I didn't buy mine. I know I did.
Really?
Yep,
Okay, so I guess they gave it to
110%.
us.
Yeah, so I even said to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm not really playing. I'm not going to buy it. And then I just saw it in there. It was like, I have to do these tasks. And I was like, oh, man. It's like I told
Well,
myself I wouldn't
no,
buy it.
but
And it's already in the account.
yo, not for nothing though. Like, honestly, in my opinion, and many people in my local community, this was like the best $1 community day research ever.
Yeah, it was nice to get Sylveon, like guaranteed, where you didn't
Fuck
have to
yeah,
do
get all
anything.
of them.
And you've got all of the evolutions with all of the different community day moves, which was
Boom.
really cool.
Yup, it was fantastic. Typically, they'll gate this shit behind raids or whatever. No, they were like, we'll give you everything. It was phenomenal. Like, I thought it was the best value. And I don't know about you if you've noticed because you didn't play outside or whatever, but the fucking Eevee spawns were off the hook. Like, normally Red Bank is lit up, and all that. Oh, well, here's an interesting like little anecdote. So we get to Red Bank, and I notice right away that usually when Community Day starts, the entire town lights up with lures, like immediately. And it was like a slow grind. It wasn't, until maybe like an hour into that the whole fucking town was lit up. And I remember like walking down by the water, which is like one of the most popular areas, and like none of the stops were lured. I go, yo, people are definitely not playing a lot, or they're not spending a lot, because this is like totally different than what the community is used to. So I was like, oh shit, like I was really seeing with my own eyes the impact of everything that's going on,
Yep.
Oh, and shout to Ryan, Reviews from the Tub came out to Red Bank, and we did the first couple hours of Community Day together. So that was awesome. Got some interaction with the listener, which was phenomenal. So I'll
that's
put it.
excellent.
He's got a YouTube channel where he reviews different snacks in his bathtub. So I'll link to that in the description.
Sounds delicious.
He goes, yo, it was this guy. It was like a joke like 400 videos ago. That shit was funny. But definitely could tell people weren't playing. But the spawns were popping off, man. The fucking clusters were out of control. Like, I was walking and literally had to like make pit stops every 100 feet just to like chill and catch all the Eevee before moving on. So the spawn rate was fucking phenomenal. I definitely dug that. But
yeah, I did notice that when I turned on the game and I jumped into play for a little bit. Every time I did, it was off the hook.
Yeah. I Saturday I played from like I got to Red Bank early, and then I played for the first like 2 hours, and I had to leave to let the walk the dog, and came back to Red Bank, hit up Surf Taco with Ken with hair from our community. That's what we call him in the Zoom, because he's Ken and he's Ken with hair. So we met for some Surf Taco. It was like 95 degrees in fucking Jersey, so it was like blazing, disgusting hot. Like I was just fucking swamp ass all over the place. It was gross. So I ended up, calling it early a little bit. I think I was out of Red Bank by 4:00, but I probably played the last couple hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that from the car, just kind of like cruising with the air conditioning on because it was so fucking hot. But Sunday, I had so much shit to do. I had to edit special conditions. I had like, literally I sat in front of the computer for 12 hours straight on Sunday. So I played the entire event with incense running with the Go Plus. And on Sunday, I think I used like 450 Pokeballs. Just Go Plussing, and maybe a couple of hand catches thrown in here and there. It was like, I think I only got like 3 or 4 shinies on Sunday, but it was all from the Go Plus.
Wow.
I used 1,100 Pokeballs over the weekend. And because I was, I came home 4:00 on Saturday after playing all day, and then Go Plus the entire Sunday. When Eevee Community Day was over, I had 10 Pokeballs left. and I started with 1,100 at the beginning of Eevee Community Day.
Yeah, and I ran out, so it's just like, okay,
but
cool.
I mean, I still have like 700 Ultra Balls, for no fucking reason. But I was definitely low on the Pokeball.
Oh,
Did
I
you
had
have other balls?
zero great
Get
balls.
out
And
of
I think
here.
I had like 35
Okay.
Ultra Balls.
All right,
So
I was
only catching high CP or shiny ones at that point.
Wow. No. It's like, I don't know why I keep so many fucking Ultra Balls. It's so dumb. I try to tell myself keep like 300 or 400 and the rest Pokeballs, but it always becomes unbalanced. But that was last week. We got a turning point. There's no event right now, so it's like, this is one of those times that we're in the interim. But we do have Ultra Unlock 3. Last week we promised to talk about it this week, and we'll kind of run through it really quick and let you know how to get prepped. The narrative here is that Hoopa's mischief is continuing that we saw from GoFest. Hoopa opens up portals with its rings to other dimensions, other timelines, other things like that. It opens up a portal, and all these fucking Galar Pokemon come out, including Zacian and Zamazenta, which are really fucking cool. So this is running from Friday, August 20th. So again, it's Tuesday right now, so we have a couple days off. But we have Friday, August 20th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 31st. So this will run straight through to the end of the month. And remember, September 1st is the end of the season of Discovery. So we have a new season coming in September, so it's a big, benchmark. And I'm gassed up to actually play this week because there's so many new Pokemon and new shinies that I don't know, it's an exciting time, but it's still like the community sentiment and all that obviously is still just in the fucking gutter and like low because everyone's just in this meh state of mind at this point.
Yep.
And even all this excitement, new fucking Pokemon, like we've got Squovet, which evolves to Greedent. Greedent's amazingly cute Pokemon. Wooloo, which evolves into Dubwool. So right there we got 4 dex entries. Galarian Darumaka, which I don't have, which has been in 7Ks forever, but I've never fucking hatched. That's going to be in the wild. Trubbish will be in the wild. And Phalanx. So we have 5 new dex entries. Like, that's hot shit. But, like, people aren't excited to play? That kind of sucks. That time sucks.
Yeah, even though you're talking about it, it's still just kind of like, eh.
It's like, you'll get them when you get them.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
You see, but, I mean, I'm still going to be excited to play. And I've been working so much that it's like, I haven't had, like, these dedicated play sessions. So it's like, I'm not, like, drunk on Pokemon Go. I'm just, like, buzzed all week on Pokemon Go. I'm cruising. I'm like Eddie Van Halen. I'm just, like, a little bit fucked, all week. But, I don't know. I really think that the community will chill out. This is the home stretch. But who knows? Maybe people will snap out of it. 7K eggs are also being shook up with Galarian stuff. So we have Galarian Meowth, Ponyta, Slowpoke, Farfetch, Zigzagoon, Darumaka, and Stunfisk. So this is a pretty good pool, especially for that Galarian Slowpoke. That's kind of rare. Raids have a shake up, and they're breaking it up into 2 weeks. So the first week from the 20th to the 26th, this is pretty good. 1-star raids, Galarian Slowpoke, Farfetch'd, Zigzagoon. We have Unknown U, and Galarian Farfetch'd can be shiny. That's hot. 3-star raids. Galarian Weezing, Lapras, and Phalanx, and Galarian Weezing can be shiny. Hot shit. Then we have Zacian in its good doggo, hero of many battles form in 5 stars. And Mega Beedrill as well in Mega Raids. But, and we'll talk about it next week, but during the following week, we have Zamazenta, of course, and then Mega Pidgeot and Snorlax in raids along with a bunch of Galarians. So this event also brings us timed research. That'll be with Galarian Pokemon. It says Pokemon first discovered in Galar. So I guess it's not going to be like Galarian Ponyta. It would be more like, like the Pokemon that are Galar Pokemon. So maybe we see, like, I don't know, what are the actual Galar Pokemon? Obstagoon? Like they're going to have Obstagoon in the wild?
No. Like Greedent.
Yeah, I guess you're right. And this is great too. Field research will be Squovit, Wooloo, and Phalanx. So if you want to target them and you don't have spawns, there you go. Do it through field research.
That's
Stickers are
probably
going to
what
be in
I'll
the
do.
shop. Yeah. Stickers will be in the shop and in stops. We also get free and paid avatar items through the week, so that's kind of cool. But Adam, where are you at, man? Like you pretty much going to keep this backseat approach through the end of the month?
Yeah. It's like basically, yes, it's exciting, all these raids, but like I just spent a bunch of money to try to get Heracross, and I didn't get Heracross. So it feels bad. So it's like, oh, do I really want to waste more money on more raids that I'm not going to enjoy?
But is it a waste, Adam? Is it a waste?
If I didn't get the shiny, yeah.
Oh, the reward is the process, dude. I was listening to Howard Stern, right? They're playing back. He's on vacation, so they're playing old episodes. It's awesome. And they're doing all these interviews. I love listening to interviews. And he's interviewing Jonah Hill, and like in the middle of the interview, Jonah Hill's like, "Yo, the process is the reward." And I was like, that fucking hit me. I was like, yes. It's like it's not necessarily about a goal even. Like the reward is being able to do it, the doing part of it. So just because you didn't get the shiny Heracross doesn't mean you didn't get to experience it, man.
Okay, you're right. It was nice to help people get the shiny.
It was nice to help everyone else get their shiny. They're all celebrating in the corner. You're there going, I'm helping. Oh, that shit's funny, dude. That shit's fun. So riddle me this though. So does this come down to you just being so bummed
Salty?
over the game? Right. But does it mean that September 1st, if there's good news, which fuck, I hope so. But if there's good news, does that begin to repair this for you? Like, are you waiting on that September 1st? Okay.
Yeah, it would feel
so it's
really
not like
nice.
you're just down on the game and you're like, fuck it to fuck it. You're just down in the game going, fuck it. Prove me wrong on September 1st.
Yes.
Okay. That's so fair. That's totally fair.
It's just one of those things where it's like, there's so much going on in the world right now. And it's like, COVID is still a thing. It hasn't gone anywhere. Like, we're still dealing with it.
I looked at numbers today because I was in a little Twitter thing. 250,000 cases in the U.S. Yo, Florida had over 50,000 cases yesterday. Just Florida. Fucking New Zealand locked down their entire country because they had one case. We had fucking 250,000. What the fuck?
Yet people are still like, I don't want to wear a mask.
We're like, come on, Lollapalooza. Let's go. It actually brought up a pretty good conversation. And I was going back and forth with PV Poke, and I was just like, we're talking. Someone had posted, Jerry Seawolf was like, how come Niantic rolled back New Zealand and not the States? And my response was like, they work with the local government or officials to see what the the social climate is for being outside. So if there's a lockdown, obviously they're gonna act accordingly. So in New Zealand, Niantic rolled back the quote-unquote new bonuses, the get out and go explore bonuses, and brought the old bonuses, the quote-unquote COVID bonuses, back online. In New Zealand, they're back up to the 80 meters. So people are like, well, what the fuck? Why aren't you doing it here in the States? And it's like, because the States are open for fucking business, baby. The government doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not our fault.
I know. So that's what led to this great conversation, because just because Niantic is talking to the local officials, U.S. government, whoever, CDC, whatever the fuck, and they're like, yeah, man, we're open for business. Niantic's like, all right, so the game's open for business. Let's go. Everyone get the fuck outside. But the point of the conversation was, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And Niantic's decisions, and if they're limiting their decision just solely based on the discretion of the local officials to like dictate if it's okay to be outside, and they say, oh, the government says it's okay, so we say it's okay. But it's like, why push that liability off? You know what I mean? Like, Niantic should be thinking about the trainers. They're putting the local officials in between the trainers. Because like if they cared about what the trainers thought, it wouldn't matter what the government said. Even if the government said, yeah, we're open for business, Niantic would have the wherewithal to say, actually, we'd be putting, our trainers at risk. So let's dial it back. I don't know.
Yikes.
I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what if you're in a place like the U.S.? It was New Zealand and the U.S. that had this stuff going on with the reduced distance. The U.S. doesn't give a fuck. So it's like they're not going to shut down the U.S. There's 250,000 cases yesterday, and we're still fucking going to see concerts and shit. You know?
I can't wait. I can't wait to get together with everybody.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. But hey, man, hopefully, and we're going to talk about it after the break, but hopefully September 1st brings the news, because it's, at least for me, who's staying positive and cautiously optimistic and still playing the game, like I'm not letting it slow me down. I hope, and I want, my desire as a trainer and as a content creator is, shit, I hope everyone comes around. You know what I mean? Like, I hope that all it will take is them to say, like, all right, this is what we're doing, and it be agreeable with the community and everyone moves on. I want that because I want the game to thrive. So it's scary when I see someone like you, Adam, like, down in the dumps and not playing. It's like, fuck, this is really impacting. This is real deal shit. I hope the news on September 1st can fucking change this.
Yeah, and I'd be fine. I would go back to my daily, what I normally do, and have stock, be able to catch, and not worry.
All right, good. So when we get down to it, I would love to hear what you think Niantic would have to say for you to feel that way. Is it something as simple as just saying turn the distance on and fucking have a nice day?
Yep.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. So,
well, it's like the stuff's happening still in the world. It's not.
Oh, for sure. It's getting stopped. Worse. Like, that's the thing.
Yes,
that's
it got
bad
better,
thing.
But doesn't mean that it stayed better.
Right. And granted,
the fact that that's not being acknowledged is like, really?
Right. Well, it takes a whole country shutting down for you to see an action. You know what I mean? Like, how did New Zealand get action? They shut the whole fucking country's on lockdown right now. So, yeah.
It's working for them.
For trainers. Well, no, but clearly. But that's what I'm saying. America is so fucking dumb that we'll never do that, even with 250,000 new cases yesterday, let alone the 250,000 from the day before. Who knows? Jeez. Terrible. It's terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. But anyway, Adam, it's going to be an interesting week. But let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about how to beat up Zacian. Then we'll get into this conversation about our talk with Niantic. I definitely want to hear your feedback and really think what... I just want to know, like, what you think Niantic's fucking mindset is. Like, why would they make these decisions or not?
Okay, let's do it. Let's take a break. A breaky break.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
Back and sniffly.
Yo, I did karaoke the other night with my coworkers at their house, and it was awesome. And we sang.
That's awesome.
It was really cool. It was really cool. It was fun. We did some Pokemon stuff. We did the Poke Rap. They had a karaoke. They had a karaoke version of the Poke Rap. It was dope.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, dude, my dude has serious tech set up. Like, he had the fucking machine and the app and the tablet fucking playlist and fucking all the whole shebang and 2 wireless mics. It was fucking legit. Legit cool. Home experience karaoke action. It was really fucking dope. Anyway, got a little housekeeping to get through before the back half of the show. Just want to say this podcast is powered by Patreon, and you can check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month, and that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. The server is boosted right now. It's fucking awesome. Definitely hope to see you there. All patrons are eligible to participate in our monthly Pokemon Go and TCGO prize tournaments. Registration's in the Discord. We hope to see you there. Our Pokemon Go, we're doing a Great League draft. It's been fucking awesome. We're like taking the draft slow. We're like 2 days in. We're just about to get to our 6th round. It's been really awesome. We did a really spicy ban round in the very beginning. I'm picking really interesting Pokemon. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait to actually battle after going through this draft process. And it's just been awesome. Shout out to Seagull for developing this Seagull's Assistant bot for Discord to help do Pogo drafts. It's fucking awesome. Really, really cool shit. But yeah, definitely like to see you there. Huge shout out to our gym leader tier patrons. Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Grant, Jamal, JD Mojo, Jojo, Magic Heart Bay DM, Sharkfin, Talon, Tish, TN Comics Wiz, and Big Za Minus. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, a special thanks to our executive producer, Paul Bott. Adam, Zacian, Raid Guide and Battle Party. A what?
A battle party.
Ooh, ooh, battle party. Ooh, ooh. Yo, we sang that one good. You see, I got the practice from the karaoke, and I'm ready for the fucking battle party. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, we're looking at Zacian raid counters on PokeBattler.com. Now, obviously, take all this shit with a grain of salt because it's just theory. Zacian's not out yet, so, you know, Niantic has actually been known to change some stuff, like at the last minute, nerf moves, change CP, you know, so there could be changes, but I doubt it, but this is all theory at this point. Zacian's full fairy type. It's weak to poison and steel. And per PokeBattler, these are the best counters. We're going to keep Shadow Pokemon out of it. If you want to include Shadow Pokemon, just check out the link in the description. Hit the slider for Shadow. Mega Gengar is at the top. Lick, Sludge Bomb. Metagross, Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash. Mega Beedrill's up there. Remember, we're not building a party. These are just the top counters. That's why there's 2 Megas here. Mega Beedrill with Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb. Dialga, everyone's got Dialgas now. Metal Claw, Ironhead, Excadrill, Metal Claw, Ironhead, and Roserade with Poison Jab, Sludge Bomb. And again, remember, if you're running a Mega, that's going to be Poison. Your other Pokemon that run Poison moves will have an advantage, so take that into consideration, you know, for all your party building and if you're raiding with friends. But I'm keeping it real simple here. I have 100% Gengar, so I'm definitely going to, you know, bring Mega Gengar. I usually put my Mega in position 2. That, you know, I tend to see the Megas all come out in the first position, so I'd rather stagger it to spread that bonus out a little bit. So I'll bring in Mega Gengar, but I'm bringing 5 Metagross. So I'll lead with Metagross, then Mega Gengar, and then 4 more Metagross. They're good.
All right.
They're good.
That sounds boring.
Yep. And you?
I'm going to be bringing my 100% Mega Beedrill. I'm going to bring my 100% Metagross, Nidoqueen, Gengar, Aggron, and my Shadow Scissor.
I can't believe you're bringing Aggron, dude.
All 100%.
It's a meme, dude.
It's an Aggron.
It's a meme.
It's an Aggron.
It's a meme.
A-Ron is a meme.
Ron. All right, so you got a nice diverse party. I don't. But yeah, I would like to hear what everyone is going to be bringing. So tag us on social with your battle parties, and go basic as shit like me, or spice it up a little bit. You know, it'd be
go basic
cool
or go home.
No, but like if you know someone is bringing Beedrill, like it'd be cool to bring Roserade. It'd be cool to bring fucking Venusaur. You know what I mean? Like you could bring poison Pokemon and spice it up a bit, especially if you have the 20% boost from the Mega. Like that's legit. But all right, good luck everybody with Zacian. Let us know how you do. Remember, good doggo form, so it's not really the exciting one, but new Pokemon hype. It's here for a week, so go get it.
Yeah, I might do one.
Oh, Adam.
What?
Well, September 1st, our 2 free read passes a day goes away.
So I'm gonna do more remote raids.
I think this September 1st thing was their fucking plan all along, regardless of the situation of the world, because they said that they were going to reevaluate stuff at the end of the season and make changes accordingly. I bet you this shit was just planned well fucking ahead to do this, knowing that the community would be all fucking bent in August, and then they just balance everything in September and they look like heroes. But let's talk about our talk. So, Niantic in their blog a couple weeks ago said, hey, we thank you for your letter. We hear you. We acknowledge you. Yeah, shit's fucked up, but have no fear. We're developing a task force. Remember, this is the Team America thing. They're developing a task force to make all things great with the world. No, to bridge the gap between, community concerns and their core values. Core values being exploration, exercise, social interaction. They also said that they were going to be speaking with community leaders to work on that, that dialogue. So, Adam and I are both going to meet with Niantic and the task force to talk about some stuff. That's happening next Tuesday, so we're very excited to be a part of that. But we want to make sure that we're not going in there all fucking willy-nilly. We want to be prepared. We want to be ready to bring important points to the table. I want to make sure that I'm succinct. I want to make sure I'm brief. I want to make sure I'm articulate. I'm not taking this opportunity lightly. And, it's like I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of people at Niantic over the years, right? Like we've talked to plenty of people, but I'm assuming that the people that are going to be on the task force will be not people I've talked to before, which is exciting for me. Because that's a new opportunity to have a dialogue with someone. So that's why I think that this meeting is going to be super important. So I want to make sure we're prepared. So I put the word out on social. I said, hey, I want to get a couple minds together for this quote unquote think tank to bring people in from different disciplines of the game. I've got a couple representatives from Go Snapshot. I've got a couple representatives from PvP. I've got a couple representatives from the raiding community. I've got people that have accessibility needs that are in the group. I've got community leaders at the local level that are in the group. I've got a really good mix of people. Put them all in a chat. We're going to do a Zoom call tomorrow night. Bounce all these ideas around. And ultimately, I want to be able to get defined testimonials from each of them that I can then incorporate into my points with Niantic of what's going on or what the deal is with these bonuses. This meeting with Niantic is specifically about the bonus rollback and even more specifically about the interaction distance. But, this isn't a time where we're going to, I'm bringing in the PvP people for them to say fix fast move desync. This isn't the time for that. This is just relating to the rollback of the bonuses, the thing that has brought the whole community down. So this is our opportunity to talk directly with them and be a part of the resolution. It's a very exciting time. So, Adam, that being said, you're in this place where you're waiting for them to come back with a response. What do you think the best way for them to respond is? Do they do a big explanation? Do they make it just a quick, here you go? How do they do that? And what do they have to say? What should they say for you to be feel good about it again? You said it's a feel bad feeling that you're in right now. What's it going to take to turn that shit around?
I think when they give us the distance back, they could give us a one-time box that's just here's some Pokeballs.
Bribe you with items? What?
Yes. No. But
it's like hush money.
They can have an in-game push notification. So when you log in, it's trainers, those bonuses are back. And then, like, here's a blog post. And then that blog post is just the explanation, but not many people will read it, which is fine. We'll read it.
It's like,
but I'm sure
when
whatever
Professor
said,
Willow talks, no one listens.
But I'm sure whatever is in that blog post, regardless of what it says, somebody's going to find something to take negatively. Even if it's like, oh, we sincerely apologize, anything like that, for any upset people or anybody that had issues during this revert. It doesn't matter what they say, because no matter what, like I said, somebody's going to find something wrong with it.
All right, well, let's take
I'm
a look
okay
at
with
you,
anything.
though. Like, you speak just for yourself, like, on that.
Yeah, so if they just said, hey, we're sorry for any inconvenience this caused you, for any issues it may have brought up, we're actively working on, fixing issues like that in the future. For now, we're gonna continue to boost the radius, or make that a permanent
Okay,
the permanent.
I'm glad you said that part, because, well, first of all, how much does the incense thing bother you? Does the incense thing bother you?
It did, because I stayed home for the incense, but I understand why, and the incense doesn't necessarily. It doesn't necessarily affect me.
Okay.
It would if I didn't have the ability to move around. So me personally, when I use incense, it's either during community day or when I'm running. So
you're on the move
typically
anyway. Yeah.
on the move.
All right. Well, what about this? Let's just say Niantic says a very brief explanation. Thank you for your feedback. We've reverted the distance for interaction distance to 80 meters permanently. All right, that's scenario A, right? Scenario B is, hey, we've increased the interaction distance to 80 meters until further notice. One says permanent, one says until further notice. Are you satisfied with the until further notice?
I think we've, as a community, seen the benefits from the distance being increased. I haven't seen anything be like, oh, anybody's trespassing. I haven't heard that since the increase. I haven't heard of any issues since the increase. You know what I have heard since the decrease? Those issues.
Isn't it ironic?
Don't you think?
A little too ironic.
Life is a funny game.
No, but you're totally right. That's part of the tragically funny irony here, and I want to look at things from a couple different ways.
I'm still going out. I'm still doing those things. Just because the distance is smaller, that just puts me in a different position where now I have to. Oh, there's a Heracross raid. I get 2 free bonus passes if I want to use one
temporarily.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if I want to use one, I have to go into the graveyard now instead of being able to safely park on the side of the road in the dirt and reach the gym.
Fuck, man. I mean, my eyes have been open to a lot of different scenarios because of this, and because I've taken the approach of like, hey, I need to talk to more people because I'm snowblind. I go to Red Bank, I got 60 stops. I never have to worry about fucking spawns. I never have to worry about items. I never have to worry about shit. It's all there. I've never had to worry about it. So learning about this stuff and talking directly with people, and 2 weeks ago I did the community Zoom call, opened it to the public. We had 30 people on that talked for 2 hours about all these issues. It was amazing. Like, I couldn't believe, like, 30 people, and I really thought it was going to be a shit show. And it wasn't. It was great conversation for the entire 2 hours. Like, people I didn't even have to like force mute anyone. Like, everyone it was such a great call. I was very surprised.
It was very well handled.
And
everybody handled themselves well.
Yeah, very well. And it there's two things on that call that really hit me, that have pushed me to kind of not only have the desire to be an advocate for them, but also to learn more about, which I'm doing now with, putting this little think tank together. But Tish Smith, who's a community member of Lured Up and Special Conditions podcast, she's awesome, was telling a story of how she plays with her friend who has accessibility needs. And because of the reduction in distance and how they can't play from the car, or they can't safely stay at a distance because of, social interaction, they don't want the social interaction because of, the person they're playing with has special needs. Now they can't. And she told this beautifully heartfelt testimonial of like how this is impacting her friends who like had found the game, and the game had become the escape. The game had become the reason that this person that may not get outside to be outside at all is going outside. And now all of a sudden that's been taken away. I was like, and she goes, so we're going to have to find a different game or something else to do. I was like, holy shit, man. I've been so fucking naive to this. Like, I really hadn't thought about it. And I was like, I felt fucking terrible. I was like, I got to learn more about this. That was the first thing. And then the second thing was, we were talking with Pork Chop, who's like, he's like runs in the big Wafu circle, like the Raiders, like the hardcore fucking, no joke, elite raid squads. He says, look, we only play from the car. Like that's just how we play. And we've developed this community and this process over the last year that utilizes that gameplay style of being able to have that distance. And this literally upends their entire process. Upends. Because they can't do what they've been doing for the last year. And what they've been doing is developing that social interaction. They're still getting outside. They're still exploring. They're just doing it a little different. So they were totally affected. So I put another thing out on Twitter like, hey, let's get a community group together. I would like it to be community leaders, people that have a platform, people that have an audience. That's what I want. So have a call with everybody tomorrow night. I don't want to necessarily give any names or say anything yet because I want to talk to everyone first. People give me tons of shit on Twitter. So I don't know if they want to be, we're here to talk about the greater good. I'm not telling people to be like, I'm down with OPP just because people fucking hate me on Twitter. It's just the way it is. But we've got a really nice, diverse mix of people. And I wanted to read something specifically from one of the bits of feedback. And I was like, it's in regards to accessibility. For me, that's the area of the game that this has probably impacted the most. This decision is going to be the trainers that require, specific levels of accessibility. And I saw this meme, and the meme was a Pokestop up on like a pedestal, like stairs, and there's a trainer at the top holding a phone, and then there's a trainer in a wheelchair at the bottom holding a phone, and you have this like dotted line around the entire area, showing the radius of the Pokestop. And they're both able to play in it. The person that is directly on top of the stop, like up the steps, and then the trainer that is, out 20 feet away from it. Then the next panel of the meme is the reduced distance, where you have a very small circle of radius where only the trainer at the top of the steps is inside of. And the trainer in the wheelchair that's 20 feet away is shit out of luck. But then they nail the sentiment because the trainer that's at the top of the pedestal is now screaming down like, just play something else. You know what I mean? Like that attitude.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's like, fuck, man. I honestly, it was like a moment of like self-reflection, like completely. And I was like, I cannot believe that I haven't been looking at this perspective with as much, empathy that I could have been. And I was like, I need to learn more about this. Like, I really, really do. So I brought some people into this think tank that had reached out to me and said, hey, I've got stories I'd love to share. And listen to this quote. This is from, and this is something I'm without a doubt bringing up in these words to Niantic. It says, quote, these changes were not seen as a bonus to us. They were seen as restrictions being lifted that finally allowed us to enjoy the game in the same ways as everybody else. Having these features rolled back is having these restrictions placed on us once again. And I was like, man, I never thought of it like that. It's like,
wow, that's deep.
Because it's very easy to just say like, oh, they're taking away our bonuses. But to someone who has accessibility needs, this didn't ever feel like a bonus. This was what allowed them to engage. This is what allowed them to play.
I guess too, like, to add to that is, they released this referral system. Was it during these bonuses?
Yeah, people came into the game.
Okay, so you're referring.
Dude, that's a good fucking point.
Yeah, you're referring players to play the game, and then you're like, actually, this is how the game is supposed to play. Sorry.
You know what, Adam? I think you need to make a bullet point of that. And I think that, because we're two people and we're both two audience members at this meeting, we'll both have our time to talk.
Yeah.
So that I think you should bring that up. That's a great fucking point. People never knew any different.
Yeah,
so then
especially those with accessibility issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, hey, now I can play. This is great. And then, oh, I can't play anymore? What? Wow.
So, yeah. So, accessibility is like at the top of my fucking list. And before, give me Ken from 3 months ago or Ken from a month ago. When I thought of accessibility, I thought it as of a very low priority because it affects a small number of trainers. And I'm like, that's a shitty way to think. I literally had to have that like epiphany. It's like, who cares if it's a small number of trainers? That shouldn't be the reason that it doesn't get, like, this isn't the Fight Club, Edward Norton speech on the plane of why, you do a recall on a car. It's not the sum of the loss. No. What the fuck? It's a shitty way to think. So I'm lucky and fortunate enough to have people around me at this point that are willing to share their stories with me and be open with me to help me better myself, because that's what I'm doing at this point. And now it's like I want to be a fucking advocate. It's like, and someone even brought up on Twitter to me, they said, well, what makes you the right person to talk about accessibility? You don't have accessibility needs. And I was like, you know what? That's a great fucking point. I go, but that's why I'm bringing in people that do have those needs so I can hear from them directly and share their words directly.
Which is why you are the right voice. We are the right voice.
I hope so, man. Because, like, when you talk about accessibility, like, that's the serious end of it. When it talks about, like, I brought up a point on the Zoom the other night, and I'll bring it up now. I said, picture a Venn diagram, right? You got two circles. They intersect at some point. You have that space in the middle, right? So picture you have stops that are laid out, and they all have these individual circles around them that don't overlap because they can't reach each other. So the way the game would be played is to enjoy the game. You literally have to go from point A to point B to point C. But the distance in between, the travel, the adventure to get there, the journey, isn't as powerful or isn't as moving as when you get to the waypoint itself, because the game is going to function better when you're actually there. But the spirit of the game is the exploration, is the movement. So if those stops had a larger radius and they had that overlapping or that, they butted up against each other, that would make the journey, the distance between those points, actually more relevant to gameplay, because they would have the same depth of gameplay as being that much closer to the stop. You have to travel from point A to point B anyway. Like, yes, I want to go from this Pokestop at this corner to the Pokestop on the next corner. So I have to walk there. It's either I'm going to walk there and be able to enjoy the game during the walk, or I'm going to walk there and have a lull in gameplay, even though I'm still exploring, I'm still exercising, and I'm still going to that other point. And that's where the hardcore grinders, the people on foot, the JT Valors, that's where this fucks them up. Because they're out there moving, they're out there grinding, they're out there playing. So that's why I've got people in the group that are hardcore raiders and hardcore grinders. Then I wanted to be outside of the box. Like, I brought PvP people in. Well, how does this affect the PvP community? I don't fucking know. But I want to hear their point of view. And I've got some great people, some great voices and minds in the PvP community that have influence and also have very articulate, cool level heads. And it's like they're going to go back to their community, gather feedback, and they're going to share it. I'm excited because I want to be able to work into my points with Niantic. I want to be able to work in the voices of all these different disciplines of the game or needs of the game or the community. This is like our shot. This is like the Alexander Hamilton, It's like I'm not throwing it away, I want to make sure I make the most of it. So if I can, in some roundabout way, address the fact that this decision or this thing has impacted players from an accessibility standpoint and a social interaction standpoint and a safety standpoint and a this and a that, and put all this stuff together, I think that I'll feel better about going into a meeting than just like going in with a fucking pitchfork and a torch and being like, give us the fucking distance back, you fucking wankers. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either.
But dude,
that
you're
doesn't
totally
sound
right.
good.
But you're totally right, dude. If they don't come with the return of the distance on September 1st, I don't. They could bring 100 other things, but if that distance doesn't come back, I don't think they're going to succeed.
Yeah, I don't think that it's something that I like. Yes, we do a podcast on it. I'm still going to casually play it, but I'm definitely going to be more casual. I'm already more casual.
Niantic, will you stop this process, please, so I don't have to, my co-host doesn't turn into fucking filthy casual, please. I'm serious. It's like they have to come correct.
No, it just felt weird, like not being excited for.
Well, that was like
for Community Day.
It's the like get out and go bonuses. Oh, we're taking this away, but don't worry, you got 10 times 10 times XP for stops. You've got this. It's like,
yeah, but when you're at your niece's birthday party and increased in, I guess incense there would have helped. I mean, I'm still moving around, still walking, but there's not a Pokestop for miles. Nothing that I could see on radar. I'm gonna need balls somehow, some way. And when you have 25 going into day 2,
yeah, and we've got rural people too on the call. So I mean, again, I tried to get people. We're gonna have like a dozen people. So I mean, it's like I tried to get, at least 2 people from kind of each thing, so I can gather all this feedback. And it's like I hope the other creators and influencers that are going to be on this call, I hope they're doing their diligence. I hope they don't just come with the same shit they're saying on Twitter. Because, Niantic already knows that. I'm trying to do more research so I can give them a more educated understanding of how this impacts different areas of the game.
See, and I'm just going in with my heart. That's,
Dude, which is phenomenal. Which is because you're a prime example of the impact that this has had on this, and like we haven't even talked about like the psyche, the mental connection that people have with this game and the process of playing. So when that's disrupted, you're disrupting people's entire lives. This game is interwoven into everything.
Yeah, this is part of my routine.
Fuck yeah.
So for my routine to get kind of jacked, it does mess with me.
But do you think Niantic has a responsibility to recognize that this is more than just a fucking game? Like, that people have, this game is so intertwined in their lives that it is their routine, it is their thing. Like, so breaking that up,
I don't think so. I don't think they know. Like, it doesn't. It baffles me that they wouldn't know, because they can track all of our data. But it's like, I took the fastest route home today. Normally, I take the long route, quote unquote, exploring, and hit as many Pokestops as possible. Sometimes driving around and down streets that I don't normally go down, and I usually have my Go Plus. I can tell you for a fact that I didn't bring my Go Plus today. I just went to the store and came back.
Wow. I'm not there, dude. I still, I'm wallet, phone, keys, Go Plus. Those are my. I gotta do those 4 checks.
I opened the game with 3 minutes remaining. I opened it at 6:57, so I caught like
Shellos.
I caught a few Shellos.
We didn't even talk about that. It's such a lame fucking spotlight hour.
Well, for some people, it's exciting.
Look,
the ones that had the blue.
Someone's favorite Pokemon is Dunsparce. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like everyone's got a favorite.
But all I'm saying is, like, that's that's kind of typical of me. But at the same time, it's like I didn't even think to open up the game until I was leaving, until I was like sitting in my car. So it's like,
well, anyway, we'll have a couple days before we talk with Niantic. If you have feedback, please send it in. I assure you, I read every bit of mail, every DM, everything. So please send it in, because I'm really trying to go into this prepared and not taking it lightly. I think this is a big deal. So like let me look at the calendar here. So next week is our call, and the following week, a week from, so they have 2 weeks. It's the 18th. So the 1st is Wednesday the 1st. So yeah, they've got 2 weeks to fucking figure out what they need to figure out. Task Force. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Someone killed me on fucking Twitter. They're like, "You guys have uniforms?" I was like, "Yeah, working on it." Rompers.
Yeah, don't we have the Go Stadium like jerseys?
No, I want one-piece rompers with pockets.
Just get some overalls.
All one piece, dude. I want one big.
Yeah, but we don't have to wear a shirt with the overalls. It's still one
balls
piece.
to neck. I want one big zipper all the way up.
Oh, pinch myself there.
Oh shit! How'd you get the beans above the frank? Oh shit! But this is going to be a very interesting 2 weeks. So
it's going to be very interesting.
I don't think they're going to come out with any more news, right? Over the next 2 weeks, we have the Ultra Unlock. We have all the information. Like, I don't think they have anything up their sleeve.
They're going to be like, surprise, we took more distance away.
They haven't had any news. Oh, they have the lyrical version of the Masuda song is playing in the game right now. Did you listen to that?
Nope.
Did you see the article?
I saw the article.
And you still didn't listen?
Listen, I haven't even played. Hold on, let me open up my phone.
My girlfriend's 3-year-old daughter. My girlfriend's 3-year-old daughter comes over with the game on. She's like, "What song is this?" It's a beautiful song. The lyrics are amazing. Listen to how glorious it sounds. Go Masuda. Yeah. 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 It's so ethereal. I hope we don't get claimed for this.
Oh, here, I'll shut it off. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit. But, all right, Adam, I guess that's a show, man.
This is even more embarrassing that, like, I can't turn it off. Hold on. Oh, gosh.
Why won't you shut up? Oh, but definitely share your feedback with us. Email us info@luredup.com. Leave us a voicemail 732-835-8639. Check out luredup.com for everything that's going on with the show, and PokemonProfessor.com for everything going on with the network. Check out our other shows, Special Conditions podcast about the TCG. Got to watch them all about the anime. But thank you, everybody, for hanging in there. And, it should be an interesting 2 weeks. But we'll see you next week. We still have a little bit more time to prepare. I don't know.
Unlike.
Unlock part
is
4?
it? No, it's unlike. Ultra unlike.
Ultra unlike? Oh, no. I don't know if they're going to release any fucking news or announcements by next week. Like, there may be nothing to talk about next week in terms of new news. So
we could just talk about our gameplay.
Well,
how many times did you open the app? Once?
No, every day, all day. But no, the thing is, like, I don't know how much of the meeting, like who's going to be there and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much of that we're going to be able to disclose. So the next time we record will be the night of our meeting. So hopefully we'll be able to talk about it. And, I'll make sure to talk to their, Niantic PR and TPC PR or whatever and be like, hey, can we talk about this shit? Because it's kind of compelling and interesting information people want to know. So
it's kind of compelling.
We'll keep everyone posted as best we can, but 2 weeks time, we'll see if Adam is going to get back on the high horse or not. Please.
I'll get back up on the Calyrex.
Please. But thank you, Adam. Appreciate you. Love you.
I know.
You just Han Solo'd me. Damn.
I don't know what I don't do that.
I said I love you. You said I know. That's Han Solo did that to Leia, dude.
I know.
Damn.
I'm aware.
That's Carbonite cold right there.
Listen, I love you too.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate you. We love you. And keep training. Even
trainers, keep
look,
training.
trainers. Keep training, okay?
Look, trainers. Be aware of your surroundings, trainers.
Make sure you're connected to a good Wi-Fi signal. Have you tried
restarting the app?
Oh,
you can't get your Go Plus to work? Have you tried disconnecting the gacha?
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Have you disconnected that one?
Goodbye. See you next week. Bye.